call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. Let's go.
All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Politicality on the Kentucky Atheist channel here. We already got a few people in chat. Jimmy Tux and PC out there taking care of the moderation and all the links. Let's Farm. Hi, Ember. How you doing? And Dave's there. Say hi to everybody before we get into anything. As you can see today, we have a guest, and that is not the beautiful Robin Webster. Today we got Chris Mallard from the Daily Atheist Morning Show. What's up, Chris? How you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you doing, Joe? Thank you for having me, by the way.
I'm doing great. No, it's my pleasure. I'm glad to have you. I've just recently started watching your show and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. The chat's fun. The show is fun. That is the name of the show in the link, but this is also pinned in the description. Anybody, or in the chat rather, anybody who isn't familiar with that show, you should probably go over there and check it out. It's a lot of fun. There's not a lot of stuff like that on in the morning, and it's just really good. You know, like just hang out and talk, and you talk about issues and stuff. It's a lot of fun. You
got a niche, don't I? Right there at that time slot. Nobody wants to get up that stupid early, but me, I'm there, so I do it.
Yeah, I'm usually up working on stuff at that time. That's like the time when my kid has went to school, so I'm like here working on videos and doing stuff, and I always like to go and I can put that on and listen and watch the pandemonium take off in the chat.
Right.
So you actually started that show like a while back and then took a break in between, right?
I did. Let me get my chat correct there. Yeah, I started the damn show back in 2019. One of the deals is I'm very politically motivated, but I was also atheistically motivated. And I started the Daily Atheist Morning Show, but it really took a political bent really quick. But as you know, I mean, I'm a one-man band. I do everything. I was having guest hosts on every day, guests on every day, different graphics every day, it just overwhelming. And after a year, I just couldn't do it. And it wasn't so bad. I mean, I love doing it. It's fun. The things that we do is fun, but I wasn't seeing the progress. You know, it was like, I had to get a job, to be honest. I had to go get a job. So that was one of the things. It was a burnout, and it wasn't doing good enough. And I had to step away. And then I came back once again, after Donald Trump left office, my compulsion to get up there and speak so much, say, God, look out, wasn't really there, So I shut the shit channel down. Then, of course, as we got closer to this election, here's Donald Trump right up in our grill. And that made me compelled to open the channel. Now, this time, though, what I did was I sat down and I did a lot of studying about what it takes to run a YouTube channel, specifically as a YouTube channel. I looked up my metrics. I went back and I removed everything off my old channel, all the Daily Atheist Morning Shows. I might have come out and cussed something or said something ugly that got the YouTube channel to shadow ban me or whatever. Got rid of all that, put it all as unlisted. Started with a new show, just me, no stress. I might change the thumbnail every day. I might not. I've got a Halloween thumbnail going on right now. It's got a zombie me, and it's been working. People show up, go, "Hey, I saw this cool thumbnail stuff. But what is this shit?" I don't know if I can cuss on your show. I don't normally cuss. Anyway,
no. Yeah, we're 2 minutes in. Say whatever you want.
We're good. Okay, yeah. So, but then I took all that stuff. Now I've been dropping long form content that really expresses my message, like the top 10 reasons why Christianity is a blood cult. That video alone, I dropped Tuesday of last week, has gotten 7,000 views and 180 subscribers.
Nice.
Just that video alone.
Yeah.
I dropped I give it a week. Worked on another one. I dropped the last one. I dropped last night at 10 p.m. ish. Yeah, right around 10 p.m. I dropped it. It is the top 5 reasons why Christianity is bad for society. And it has gotten like 700 views and 11 subscribers already. And it's still going. I like those slow burn ones that get like 30 to 100 views an hour for like a week, rather than 400 views in an hour. And that's it. It's never going to get another natural view, So and it's really helped me with my channel. So
yeah, no, that's and I'm glad to hear it. I think some of it though, the show's just excellent though. It's a lot of fun, and the engagement with the chat and stuff is always a blast.
thank you.
There's so many people that show up and just, you know, it's usually chill and have a good time, and you always get like one or two of those, you know, crazy folks. But you know, like they make it fun too.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I love it when the Christians or the theists show up in my chat, as long as they're nice and they don't start going for personal insults and threatening people. As long as that stuff doesn't happen, they want to do the thing that's so much fun. They've got their viewpoints, especially the ones that there's two different kinds. Those that stick to their guns no matter what. Does not matter. Doesn't matter. There are 4 lights. I mean, I got to respect them for that. There are 4 lights. Nothing you can say is going to convince them there's not more than 4 lights. But then there's those other ones that are kind of, you know, all right, I'm kind of interested. I had one this morning. She's like, I'm just popping by. I'm a like Christian. I'm just wanting to watch, see how things go. I said, I'm glad to have you here. Watch out. We kind of get a little rough, but you know, and she ended up really enjoying the show and sticking for the whole show. And that's great. You know, love it.
Yeah.
So much fun. Sort of like what you said you're going to do here. You're going to look at a little bit of, I review a little bit of news, let the chat get rolling. And then after that, we start going into religion and, you know, religion usually because it is. And it's really been developing a lot. Great.
Yeah. So like whenever, well, first of all, hey, AJ and Maya and Spooky Trees, everybody showing up. Hi guys. Deviant Outcast, email me, please. We'll get you that book. Before I respond to that, actually reminds me, I've spoke to most of you, but I got all these books in to send everybody. And
those are your books?
No. Mark Alsup, Journey to Reason. He was a guest on the show, and I gave away 5 of his books.
Understood. Gotcha.
So I like to give books to people because I think they're really, you know, that's like it's a good resource, you know, for people when they're chilling, want to read a book or whatever. For those that like to read, though, there's so many great books by atheists out there about deconversion or like Young Earth creationism. Aaron Ra's book is really good resource to talk about that stuff. This light is incredibly too bright or something.
There you
go. So I just got a new light and I'm still having trouble with it. But anyway, so my experience was kind of different than that, because when I started my channel, I made a couple videos. I'd made like 3 or 4 videos and they, you know, 30 views, whatever.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
then on, it was a holiday weekend of some sort. And one of my videos, I woke up that morning and it had gotten like 300 views at like 9 o'clock in the morning. And it was like a 20-minute video talking about the grifts and stuff of televangelists and a lot of Kenneth Copeland stuff in it. And over the course of like the next few days, it got like 20,000 views. And
wow.
Yeah, so then I'm trying to, you know, put out content because there's nothing there hardly at that time. And in a few months, I made it to 500 subscribers and did a live stream at the 500 subscriber mark, and was like, it was a total mess for real, honestly. And but after that, I was like, well, I like to be able to hang out and talk with the community, and that's really the thing that is the most fun for me doing this. And it's like I can make videos and do those things, or we can talk about them live and all that stuff. And I still do a little of both. It just depends on what the topic is. But it's, you know, I got into live streaming. I don't have to edit those.
See, that's true. That's the good thing about that. You don't, I mean, it's easy, instant content. Yeah. You know, that's, yeah. My kind of deal, I've got this notion in my head. I don't know why. To be honest, I would imagine almost every atheist content creator out there who's hung their shingle out saying, I'm an atheist content creator, listen to me spout my craziness. Almost every one of them has this at some point in their brain. I want to be one of those horsemen. I don't know how many horsemen there are, but whenever somebody thinks of a popular atheist, I want my name to start coming up. I want to be up there with the Seth Andrews and the Richard Dawkins and the Sam Harris and the Chris Hitchens. I want to be the next Chris Hitchens. Christopher Hitchens. You know, who doesn't? Who
Of
does
course.
what we do, you know? And although I do enjoy the Daily Atheist, I've learned so much doing this live stream and being able to interact with people. And I watched Matt Dillahunty yesterday, and I learned that you can really trash people on there, and it's okay, apparently. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of fun to it. But I want to get my crazy message out. I shut the show down, and I want to tell you, over the 4 years that the show was shut down, I never sat down and watched an old rerun of the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Not once did I do that. Yeah.
No, I don't watch my stuff either.
However, me and the wife would occasionally, we'd catch one of my Evil God Monster of Abraham series. The wife would be like, man, those are good. And we'd watch, we'd be like, ha, look at me making fun of that shit. That's great. You know, man, I need to do that again. And we'd sit,
Well,
you know, like once a month, we'd sit there and catch me and go, that's awesome.
I may be able to help you here.
Why is that?
So I'm sure you've met Ember, right?
Oh yeah, Ember. Awesome.
Well, Ember
nice hats.
Ember just put up a new channel where she puts a playlist up of some atheist to feature for 24 hours. And then on the 24th hour of that, does a live interview over on her channel with that person to talk about where they've came since then and all that stuff. And I'm sure that, you know, she would be more than happy to talk to you about that.
Might be.
She's looking for people to do that with. So
and I got plenty of content.
Yeah. So and talking about watching that was the thing, because I wanted to go and like be in chat and talk to people, you know, while they were watching and all that stuff. Like, but at the same time, going and watching my own videos was so horrible. And it was just like, oh, I can't do it. I don't like watching it. You know, but yeah, there it is. Skeptics and humanists.
There you go.
Ember said bug me.
I see it there. I see it.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can click. I don't know if it's clickable here. If it is, I'll subscribe. Oh, look at me. I'm subscribing. I'm subscribed. You need more subscribers. Don't forget to go subscribe to the Association of Skeptics and Humans. Ember's awesome. Okay, yeah, that's very cool. I would love to. You know me, I'm a camera whore. You know, I noticed Ember said, you know, that she got over that particular. Let's see where it is. Atheist Junior says, I am the next Hitchens. Well, we can knuckle bump it. There's enough Hitchens to go around for all of us, my brother. We can, you know, actually, here's the truth. The truth of the matter is society is blown up. Our population is growing. Religious people are not going anywhere. And there's billions of them. So there's plenty of them out there for us to both work together. In fact, I'll be a Chris Hitchens, and you could be a Christopher Hitchens, or I'll be a Chris. Actually, you know, but basically the point was, Ember was saying she's over the whole notion of got over that particular ambition fairly quickly. Okay, that's true. Some people, a lot of the atheist people, pop into this and they want to be the next Christopher Hitchens or the next Sam Harris, but their drive and their narcissism isn't quite there. But I want to tell you, bitches, I am narcissistic enough. No. I am the narcissistic one right here. All right, so can I share a screen, or can you share a screen? Pull up a website and show everybody?
You can.
Let me do this. I'll do this.
Hit the present button down there, and
so let me go here just for fun, because not only am I an atheist crazy nutbag. Let's go here. Let's do this entire screen. Screen two. All right, let me do that. I'm gonna hit share, and then we can pop that up there. However you make that happen. Make it go up there. Can you make it go up there? Make it go.
Yep.
Okay. And then over here, I'm going to go to here. For those of you who don't know, I'm an actor based in Albuquerque. I do theater. I do Shakespeare. I do videos. I've got like acting clips. I've got my own sci-fi series I'm writing called The War in Heaven. Here's me being a cowboy. There, I fixed it.
Why you always gotta antagonize him like that?
Fix it back. Hey, that's easy there, killer. All shook up over one kill. Now you're gonna get another.
Shut up.
What, you gonna take my hat too?
I said shut the hell up.
That's an acting clip that you submit to like agents and stuff. So that's why it's a little chopped up and weird. It's not like an actual thing, but yeah, that's what I do. So I've got lots of narcissism there, ready to kind of keep me levied into. So not everybody's kind of a lot of them want to be the Christopher Hitchens or the Sam Harris or the whatever, but you kind of be a certain kind of narcissistic kind of person to get there. Nancy, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm used to running the show. So I started to read out the comments. You do your show, man. I'll let you run your show.
Oh, no, you're fine. Nancy said, hey, friends, my first Daily Atheist experience. He's fun. Nancy's from over on the channel, the Apostate Sisters, a great channel. I don't know how we ended up in square boxes, but we did.
Skill and determination. Yeah, I'm all about, if you watch my show. Oh, thank you, Nancy, by the way. I very much appreciate that. Let me get this out of the way here. I do the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Tomorrow night, we're going to have the first edition of the Damned Show. So the Daily Atheist Morning Show, or the Damned Show, is the morning show, 9 a.m. in the morning to noon. Usually I run. The Damned Show is going to be the Daily Atheist. We're going to do an evening show. So you might check into that. I don't know if we're going to do a premiere on that. I'm going to try it. Me and a friend, we're going to give it a shot and see if it's going to work. But check it out. But otherwise, really, the Daily Atheist Morning Show. That's it. Come check us out. If you're up in the mornings, I'd love to have all of you come subscribe. We're wonderful.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you did to your thing, man.
Yeah.
Tiny little square heads. There you go.
So before we get rolling into stuff here, and I usually do this at the top of the show, but everybody's here now so they can see it. Thank you to all my channel members. I really appreciate you guys and supporting the channel and everything. If you're new here and interested in that, they start at 99 cents. All you gotta do is click the join button down there. Hang out enough and you'll probably get one for free. A lot of people, a lot of the memberships are gifted actually. So, you know. Oh, no, I didn't want that to go away. I don't know why it does that. All right. And also my Patreon supporters. Thank you, Greg, Robin, Quinn, Ray, Regios, Captive Desk, and Narrative Dude. I'm getting ready to start publishing the first parts of what will eventually be a book over there. So you guys will get a first look at that. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do as far as that goes is my Patreon supporters will be, you know, this will be a self-published book. I imagine nobody's going to want to publish it, but my Patreon members, I'll probably put a page in there or something saying, you know, special thanks for helping support that whole thing, because it will be that goes towards putting all that together and all that, talking about my history with addiction and religion, living in Eastern Kentucky. And so people have been really interested in that story. And just when I reflect back on it, I've thought a couple times, hey, I should put all this together somewhere, you know, just in one place, just for the hell of it, you know. And people have been really interested. So I'm going to put together a book, and
awesome.
We'll see how that goes.
That's wonderful.
People have had a good time talking about it and stuff. Enjoy the story and things. That's been a big part of my channel here and stuff, is the being from Eastern Kentucky and a very religious place full of young earth creationists and stuff. Yeah. Whenever I started the channel, it's the Kentucky Atheist, because I did not know another atheist other than my girlfriend in Kentucky. And so then I met Robin and several other people now from Kentucky, and it's been really cool. Some of them even came and visited me here in Ashland over the summer and everything, and just been awesome. I know like 20 different atheists in Kentucky now. See, there's those gifted memberships I was talking about. Thanks, Dave. Dave gifted 5 memberships. I can't see who got them right now, but your name will be added to that banner and stuff later. And I make members content every week for you guys, so always got that going. All right, enough shilling for myself now.
Well, hey, can I do a little shilling? I want to do a little thing if I can, real quick. All right, so you guys, for those of you who don't know me, can I make me big?
Yeah.
You can make me big. There you go. I'll let you make me big. Run the show, man. Run the show. We need a producer. There you go. All right. So for those of you who don't know me, I run the Daily Atheist Morning Show. It's a show, starts at 9 a.m. to noon. Now, most of the atheists on here, and this is no offense to anybody really, most of them on these content creators, they either use StreamYards or they use like OBS, and they just kind of slap it together as best they can. because not all of them are tech nerds. They're atheists. That's not what they're about. I have quite a badass little show compared to what you'll find on. I have not seen another show with the quality of look that my show has. So I'm just kind of going to give a brief look. If I can share this screen again,
Yeah.
your stream yards here. Let me do this entire screen. I'm gonna go here. Oh man, let me cancel that. Stop sharing because I want to do the commercial. Let me do this for you, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Right. All right. Awesome sauce. So let me go here. Share.
While you're doing that, I'll tell everybody we're streaming over on X too, just to piss off all the creationists and Nazis that hang out there.
So if you'll make my what I got, there you go. All right. So this is a commercial that we run on the show. I want to kind of start. This is what my show looks like. Here's my dogs. This is the pre-show and my tech crew. This is Ollie. He's our newest engineer. Jack and Daisy. These are my tech crew. They take care of everything. I got a puppy cam we show. And then during the show, this is what my show looks like. I mean, it's not your run-of-the-mill Streamlabs kind of thing or StreamYard kind of thing. I've got a pretty impressive looking. I put a lot of time and effort into making it look like a really good professional show. I've got little commercials we run. Let me see if here's one right here. Is that one? Let me find one for you guys.
I like the cowboy one.
The Wild Bill Wigglestick.
Yeah.
I'm Wild Bill Wigglestick. I've got another one. I don't know how I'm going to get away with it. I'm going to try to get away. Oh, there it is. This is one of my favorites right here. Let's go here. I've got one of my favorites is one I created. I have not put to video yet. It's just audio, and it's Father Flanagan's line of inflatable altar boys. So let's watch this if you don't mind. Let's watch this little commercial together. Oh, it doesn't have any sound.
You've got it muted in the player.
Oh, now you're just showing off. I'm a nerd. I know smart stuff. Here we go.
Today's world is confusing, and there's too much information for one person to make sense of it all. Which credit card should I pay off first? Is non-fat milk good for me? Who should I vote for? Let's face it, if you can't figure out high-interest milk, then how can you be expected to make political decisions that influence a country of over 325 million?
So in case anybody's, this is just a commercial, a fake commercial I run on my show. We have several of them that I run. Me and Andy Hall made these.
Million people. Well, that's why there's fascism. Fascism is the political, social, and economic system for today's world. The Merriam-Webster dictionary defines fascism as a political philosophy, movement, or regime that exalts a nation and often race above the individual, and that stands for a centralized autocratic government headed by a dictatorial leader, severe economic and social regimentation, and forcible suppression of the opposition. Choose this ideology and life will be easy. Did you ever look at someone who uses really big words and think, I wish those libtards would just disappear? Well, under fascism, your dreams can come true. Under fascism, you won't have to worry about the pesky little things like brown people or atheists, or who in your country is entitled to basic human rights and who is not. Hint, hint, the answer is nobody. Yes, friends, this truly is the final solution you've been looking for. And if you're concerned if this form of authoritarianism will be up to your high standards, don't worry. American fascism will be the best fascism in the world because it's been endorsed by Jesus. So go out and destroy freedom and democracy by getting fascism today. Paid for by the Fascio Conservative Party, formerly known as the GOP.
Oh yeah, so I do that kind of stuff on this show. I've got there's also the Wild Bill Wigglestick. I see somebody said boobs. Whoops, my eyes weren't closed. Was there boobs? Oh, so you've seen that commercial. Good. Okay, I'll let you have your show back now. Let's go.
Well, I'm actually glad. I'm glad that you played that because one of the first things that I want to talk about in the news this week is this. So Trump's former White House chief of staff, Kelly, said that Trump wanted the kind of generals that Hitler had. Now, I'm not going to play the news segment where they talk about this, but Kelly went on to say that he thinks that Trump is a fascist and that he fits the definition, which Chris just so conveniently posted for us. So you're muted or something.
Damn it! I'm sorry, bad man. Donald Trump has said these things. The reason why he wants the kind of generals Hitler had was because Hitler's generals were dedicated to him, not to the Germany, and that's what Trump wants. He wants our generals who are loyal to him and not the Constitution. Oh, that's a great little thing. Let's read that. I'm going to read that together. Hooked on Phonics worked for me. Where is Elmo when I need Elmo? Trump.
So,
Echo.
yeah, I know.
I'm kidding.
So this is a list of just some of the things. There's actually more to add to this now, just from the last few days. But things that Hitler said and things that Trump said. Hitler famously said these things: "I will get rid of the communists, the vermin." Trump says, "I'll get rid of the communists and vermin." The exact same sentence. "I will take care of the enemy within." Trump has been talking about this here recently heavily. "I will take care of the threat from within." He's talked about now he's going to sick the military on the enemy within. And his people tried to like rationalize that and get him to say like, "Oh, you mean like people from other countries that come in?" And he's like, "No, Adam Schiff." And so
Right, exactly.
yeah, he wants to use the military for forcible to apply force to his opposition. I mean, exactly what fascism says.
That's right. There was a time whenever Hitler was trying to move into power that I think they call it, I could be wrong sometimes, the Night of the Long Knives, whenever they went through and they had used the military to kill, I mean, literally drag them out of their homes and unalive I believe it was the Russian Democrat Party, something like that. Sorry about my puppy dog. Ollie, our tech engineer. You know how those computer guys are? They tweak. He's tweaking. Give him a minute. He'll be okay.
Doing important things.
He is. Well, you know, the evil one will be home at any moment. I don't know when but in any moment, the evil one will come through the door. And when she does, all the dogs will go off. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, but that's the whole deal. I mean, there was a time where at a certain point, whenever Hitler had, or his party had the right amount of power, and Andy Hall was the best about this history kind of stuff, they literally took one night and they went and killed all the political opponents and overthrew the government, and all of a sudden they had what they had. And it would not say, Trump is literally talking about doing that sort of very thing.
Yeah. And I mean, we'll go through the rest of these first and then I'll say it. But so Hitler says Jews and migrants are poisoning Aryan blood. Trump said migrants are poisoning the blood of our country. The ultranationalism thing is a part of fascism. So, you know, that kind of fits. One people, one realm, one leader. Trump said one people, one family, one glorious nation. That one's kind of, yeah, I can see somebody saying something like that without it being Hitler. Mm-hmm. But when you have all these other things, it's the sum total of all these things that it's like clearly he's quoting Hitler.
Yes.
And, you know, I've never, of all the crazy shit that Trump has said and done over the years and all the wild things that his supporters have tried to justify and stuff, him quoting Hitler has to be like, I don't know of any other person like, I mean, other than Nazis, like trying to say that Hitler is a good person, you know?
Right. Other than those who support that kind of mentality, I mean, and who comes to that defense? Remember whenever Hitler, now we say his name, I guess, kind of open. Even now, I also often call him the Mustache Man on my channel because I don't want my channel to get blocked because of using his name. This so makes me so mad is that people like Andy Hall and myself back in 2019, we were calling this guy out for the fascist ass that he was, and we were saying these were the things that were going to happen, and we would get our channels limited and these other kind of things. That's how we feel, you know. Maybe our channels just sucked and nobody wanted to watch them, but we would see our views get smited, you know, whenever we talked and called him a fascist or compared him to Hitler. And now it's on MSNBC. Everybody says it. We were right. We were smited, punished, and now everybody knows it, you know.
Yeah. Well, I've seen today, and this is something common within the Trump supporters, his little cult of supporters. They on X today, whenever I was going and posting the stuff for the show, there was somebody that had a post and it said, see, Kamala Harris gave a speech and she said that Trump is Hitler, which is not what she said, first of all. She said Trump is a fascist, which he absolutely is. And she said he likes Hitler and quotes Hitler. And he does. That is true. We just showed you. So but he said that is causing violence and stuff, and that is the reason, and that they shouldn't do that. And the thing of it is there is rhetoric. Rhetoric is a thing that takes place during elections, but this is not that. This is factual. It's it's the things he said himself. It's not. There's no rhetoric here. It's factual information. Trump said that he likes Hitler.
Yes, he does. He's done many things over the years that emulate Hitler's words, his support of the right-wing fascists, the tiki torches and all that, going way back. He's got, and even so far as now, it depends on how much you want to associate Nazism with racism. There, because of the white supremacist part of the Nazism, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's this thing. But anyway, Trump goes back. Him and his father were sued for denying equal housing to African American people.
Yeah.
And his father was a member of the KKK.
Did a show on and talked about all that stuff throughout.
Really?
History. Yeah. There's like 30 different things before he was even president where he was either in court being sued or had some big controversy due to some racist thing that he had done. Talking about he only wanted Jews counting his money, and he wasn't going to rent to black people, and he went in one of his casinos and fired all the black people.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. He has a big history of it. And the rest of that article, that it's in the description. All the sources for everything I play here are in the description. So if you want to go see the full context, you don't think I'm giving it all to you, go check it out. It's all there. In that article, it goes on to talk about this that PC posted here. Surely you can't mean Hitler's generals, Kelly recalled asking Trump, to which the former responded, yeah, Hitler's generals. He even tried to give him an out, actually. That conversation is even worse than that. He tried to tell him and say, hey, you mean like the Bismarck generals? You mean this? And he's like, Trump doesn't know what any of that shit is. He's an idiot. So, and he's like, no, Hitler, Hitler, I like Hitler. And I've said that name 20 times. I'm sure there's a little yellow money symbol beside the video.
Yeah. 1 second. 1 second, guys? Hold on.
Yeah. Do your thing. But
what are you doing? Oh my goodness gracious!
Get
over here and help me out with this show. You gotta help me run the show. You do. You gotta help me. These people are picking on me, and they called me a stupid head. I know, and they hate me, and they want me to die. You need to tell them. Okay, this is Ollie. There's our computer. This is the little barker in the background. I can't hear you. Hold on a second. Let me do this. Boop. There he is. Maybe if I pet him for a minute, he'll chill out. He's got his cookie, and he got all his stuff. He's going to the groomer tomorrow. I'm all big. You made me big.
Yeah, I put you up there because of the dog.
For the dog, yes.
So it's not like these things are surprising to most of the people here watching this show today. Like we've for a long time been talking about how Trump's a fascist and the fascist ideals and all that. But talking about all that. But the one thing we forgot to mention is the hog that Arnold Palmer's packing.
Oh yeah, and thank you for bringing that up, because all I've heard, I say thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing up the conversation about Arnold Palmer's dick. But I've just vaguely heard. I have no idea. I have no idea why it's in the news. What Trump did, nothing. All I know is he somehow mentioned Arnold Palmer's.
Yeah. Well, here I'll show you.
Trousers name
of Arnold, but Arnold Palmer was all man, and I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women, but this is a guy that was all man. This man was strong and tough, and I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God, that's unbelievable. I had to say it.
Can you pause that for me?
We have women that are highly sophisticated.
I have just been I've been saying for a while that Trump is a different kind of sociopath or psychopath. You can tell because some of them there's no humor. They don't understand jokes. They don't get jokes. You never see them smile. You never see them laugh. I think this is probably the first time I've seen Donald Trump laugh and tell a joke.
Reminiscent about Arnold Palmer's Johnson has got a smile on his face.
Again, he's giddy. He giggles. I mean, so would you rewind that? Just like hit, the
Yeah.
left arrow. Okay, awesome.
Let's just start here, because the whole thing. Pay attention to his demeanor. Also, the thing about I really like women is incredibly creepy, given some of the information.
Yeah, his convictions.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him the real story of Arnold. But Arnold Palmer was all man, and I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this guy, this is a guy that was all man. This man was strong and tough. And I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God.
Look how
That's
happy.
Unbelievable.
Very
I had to
laugh.
say it.
Laugh.
Pause it. Somebody in the chat. Let's see. Stephanie Frizzle. Thank you for joining us, Stephanie. Nice to have you. If you're new to the show, don't forget to subscribe. Sorry, brother. I'm used to running the show. I'm the host of the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Anyway, Stephanie pointed out the man in the hat on the right. Look at the in orange.
Right. Yeah.
He does not seem amused at all.
Yeah. There's probably a lot of people that are like, is he talking about dicks right now? Like, is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Is Trump talking about meat gazing?
Is that what he's? Yeah. All right. Carry on. I'll let you carry on there. Thank you.
We have women that are highly sophisticated here.
Yeah. Yeah. So
there you go. Yeah. That's, they come on. Yeah. And the funny thing is for those people because they're so anti-gay, right? Very, very anti-gay. They come on my channel and they'll call me gay. And I'm like, what?
You get that too, huh?
I do. I'm like, you can't insult me by calling me gay. Dicks are delicious. What's wrong with you? You don't like dick? Come on, especially if it's a woman calling me
That's
gay.
what I do
Come on,
too.
you don't like dick. Tell me you don't like dick. And why should you get to enjoy dick and I don't get to enjoy dick? And now your little monetization thing's going, no, this guy's burning in hell.
Yeah, no doubt.
Of course, I'm happily married to Steve. No, my wife's name is Michelle. She's going to club me like a baby-armed seal when she hears this. We do not condone the violence against harp
Isn't
seals.
it so strange, though? Like, they think that is some kind of own to atheists to go and say, you're gay. And I'm like, what? Okay, I'm talking about a serious subject here. What does it matter if I suck a bag of dicks when I get off here? Like, what does that matter? Like, how does that have a fucking thing to do with anything? Like, yeah, like, and even if I did, so what? Like, I mean, like,
yeah. Oftentimes I'll say, some of the best people I know are gay. Some of the most awesome people in the world I know are trans. You cannot insult me by labeling me with those titles. It just doesn't. You honor me with your insults.
there are good people on both sides.
There are good people. John Lovell in the chat says Chris is a snowflake. Absolutely. I melt down all the time. I'm totally. Yeah.
He's
There's the dogs.
Yeah.
The evil one has arrived. I'll be
I think that's it, Maya. They're like, well, you're a woman because you like dick or whatever. So, and women are inferior somehow, like the thing is too, and with this whole thing, like about Trump talking about the hog on Arnold Palmer, like, first of all, I'm never going to be able to look a man in the eyes again and ask for some lemonade in my tea. But
there you go.
Yeah. But second, like, this is a distraction, obviously, right? Trump is this idiot, right? He is he was gleeful there. He was happy as hell about this whole thing, reminiscent about times in the shower.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him laugh. That was something else. I had to point it out. John Lovell asks if I can ban people. I just want to mention, John, if you got banned while watching my show, you were being a douche, and you probably deserved it. Second of all, point number 2 is that I don't ban anybody on my channel. I'm usually too busy to do it. So if somebody banned you on my channel, it was one of my wonderful moderators. And again, you
Probably this one right
deserve
here
it.
too.
So I'm just saying.
If Pragmatic Crystal bans you, I'm almost tempted to have her ban you here just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm not going to do that. If you act up,
That's my deal. They got to act up. Normally, they got like a direct attack, or they start preaching, with like scriptures, just keep dropping scriptures or spamming, or personal attacks, calling names and stuff.
Hey, Randy. No, I.
Do you call me Chrissy? Chrissy don't play that, bitch. No, that's okay. I call myself Chrissy as a joke, so you can't insult me, man. You cannot insult me with that stuff.
And that's the thing, like the thing with and they'll post in my comments, male atheist equals gay. And I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
What it equals. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, dicks are delicious, I guess.
Yeah. I usually go in there and just, I usually toy with them a little bit and then get rid of them. But it's hilarious actually, because they think it's like the thing they do whenever they say that atheists don't really exist. They think that is like a bigoted response. They're trying to be a bigot when they do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, whatever. Now I'm not taking you seriously anymore. Thanks.
Right. Well, one of the things that I really appreciate, it was Aristotle, I believe, who said that once the debate is lost is when slander begins. I'm screwing that up. But essentially, when they start calling you names instead of pointing out the weaknesses in your arguments, then they've lost. That's whenever you've won, they've lost. And they're just going, you're stupid. And, I get these Christians, they watch my long form videos. They pop in and like my top 10 reasons why Christianity is a blood cult. And they'll watch that. And it starts with the Old Testament and it moves all the way through the New Testament about the worship of God or the blood and all this stuff, from circumcision down to washed in the blood of Jesus. And they'll come in there like, you're stupid. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm stupid. But can you argue any of my points?
Would you like to talk about the substance here?
Yeah. But when they do that, they start casting those stones without any argument. I'm like, you've already lost. You hadn't even done it. Yeah, you already lost.
I already know where you're at. This is, and whenever you come at me that way, like, because I get accused of being like asshole to Christians sometimes, and sometimes I am, whatever. But like, whenever you start the conversation with something like that, and then we end up talking about it, I'm not going into the conversation like ready to have an intellectual conversation with you. I'm going into the conversation, I'm getting ready to make you look stupid is the plan. So when you start like that, of course you're going to get treated like shit for acting like shit,
True. Yep.
What's the play stupid games, win stupid prizes, right?
Absolutely.
But so the thing with Trump though, and again on Twitter, I go over there and just harass the hell out of people. Usually creationists and Trump supporters. And one of them was telling me that because they had posted something about Trump's going to be the greatest president, and I said, well, the only problem with that is it's already objectively true that he's the worst president in history.
Right.
So you've got a problem. They said, you probably go to Kamala rallies and chant and blah, 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 and all this. I said, yeah, I'm the one with the cult. And they said, why? Something about you just don't like Trump. And I said, no. I said, my problem with Trump is the sexual assault, the fraud, the trying to overthrow the government, the lies, the death, the Nazi stuff. That's not good. And all these things, right? They answer back and say, well, Kamala was the deciding vote on all these bills in Congress, and Kamala has supported all these bad things that Democrats have done and stuff. And I said, are you fucking serious? Like, these are not the same thing. Like, you're supporting a rapist because you don't like how she voted on a bill? Like, that's kind of not the same.
It's really not the same. And then you also get these people who, no matter how bad Trump was for the economy, how bad he was for women, look at all the women who lost their rights to control their body because of Trump. This notion that Trump, he had sex with a porn star, he's bad. That's nothing, people. That is nothing. We've forgotten how bad. I want to share my screen with you again here. I want to run this little thing for fun. This is because I'm one of those I like watching me.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought stuff. I love it.
All right, here we go. Let me do this here under leave of Brutus, and the rest for Brutus is an honorable man. If you'll share that for me. All right. So
Stands, we're currently creeping up on
This may
As it stands, we're currently creeping up on having as many American deaths during Trump's mishandling of COVID-19 as we did in all the Americans killed during World War II.
okay, just so more Americans were unalived by Trump's mishandling of COVID. So Trump killed more Americans than Germany and Japan did in World War II, is what I'm saying with this video.
That's right. Trump will have killed more Americans in a year than Hitler's Nazis and the Japanese Imperial Army did combined during World War II. Putin must be very proud. And you know what the real kicker is? Trump has done it in a quarter of the time. The U.S.'s part in World War II lasted almost 4 years, from December 7th, 1941, with the attack on Pearl Harbor, until September 2nd, 1945. We lost roughly 420,000 American lives. From March 2nd of 2020 until the end of December 2020, about 10 months of this year, Mad King Trump and the right-wing GOP Tea Party's evangelical-backed war on science has cost us over 330,000 American lives, with the daily deaths peaking at now over 3,000 American lives lost per day. As it stands, we're currently creeping up on having as many American deaths during Trump's
So there's that. And then there's this other thing. I've been talking about this. We can go ahead and I'm done with that. If you don't mind, I'll pull that off. There's this Trump, Vladimir Putin he's waging a war on America, and he has been for quite a while. It's a covert war. It's not an overt war, right? Well, he's got his overt, but he's waging a covert war. He helped put Donald Trump in office. Donald Trump is a Putin puppet, as borne out by the Mueller report, which Donald Trump tried to snuff and smother in the crib as much as he could. It
exonerates him completely.
yeah, right. So there was that. So take that. Donald Trump was a Vladimir Putin puppet, and therefore those deaths could be attributed to Vladimir Putin. How many, one of his operatives caused through intentional negligence more deaths than Hitler and the Japanese during World War II. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And last week I talked about how Trump was sending COVID tests to Putin while he was killing Americans to inject bleach into their veins.
Mm-hmm.
And so him and Putin were aware of what was going on and understood the risk and things.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of follows with all that. So yeah, the person that I was talking to, they replied back with, well, what about all the money they're giving to foreign countries and the State Department all the money they're giving to foreign countries, and Kamala accidentally gave $200 million to the Taliban. And I said, okay, that's the State Department, first of all. And I said, Kamala is not head of the State Department, and that is a mess up on their part, and it should be addressed. And I said, but like supporting our allies, we promised to do that. We should do it.
That's right.
And we have someone who's trying to take over a strategic piece of land close to NATO for a reason. Putin isn't like being secretive about what his plans are.
That's right.
And now it just came out in the news that he's got North Korean troops there that they're training.
Right. That's right. And, with all this going on over there, they're trying to make these claims. Well, Vladimir Putin is an absolute support of Donald Trump. And if Donald Trump, here's the deal. We have been at war, a Cold War with Russia for decades.
Yeah.
And as mentioned, Vladimir Putin's taking his strikes. He's killing Americans through his control of Trump. There's another way. I forgot what it is. I'll remember what it is. There's another way. Putin's covert war. Anyway, so right now, another group of people, and I'm grateful for their sacrifice, another group of people are fighting our longest, greatest enemy. Literally, militarily fighting Russia, our biggest, hugest enemy over time. And we don't have to lose American soldiers. We don't. All we have to do is provide them with as much support as we can in the way of weapons to do with them. But they're literally fighting our biggest enemy that we've ever had for us. And who's
Yeah.
against that? The conservatives, the GOP. They come out and they talk about how Ukraine is bad, and that we shouldn't be supporting Ukraine and we should pull the money. But Ukraine is literally fighting our biggest war for us, and the GOP is on the payroll of Putin, Trump, and so no wonder. And then you heard about those Russian, all that Russian money that was going to those right-wing influencers, that they were paying millions and millions of dollars to these right-wing talking heads, kind of like us, but on the right side, to put out pro-Russian, anti-Ukraine talking points. They didn't really have to go far because those were already the talking points of the right wing. They sold us out.
Yeah, I love Tim Pool's response that, well, I didn't know about these things, and I didn't do anything different. And it's like, yeah, no shit, like that, and that's the problem. Like you're spouting pro-Russian talking points because, well, Tim Pool's an idiot anyway. Like the way that his method for covering the news and stuff is to pull up an article, read 2 or 3 words, and then give you some propaganda and then lies and whatever. Like he doesn't. There's
a lot of yelling.
Yeah, he's outraged about everything. Always. They tend to be. But again, my response was, okay, the State Department messed up with $200 million, whatever. Like, still, we're talking about you support someone who tried to overthrow our government and has been convicted for being liable of sexual assault, and now has people involved in the Epstein thing coming out and talking about Trump's involvement in it. There's another victim came out yesterday.
Absolutely,
before yesterday. But so it's like, this is not. You can disagree about policy and not like how Democrats handle Ukraine and everything. Trump wants to give money to Israel. I mean, he wants what's his name, Sisi over there. He wants him to continue and blow everybody off the map. He's said it many times. But whenever it comes to Ukraine, they don't. Wonder why Trump has, from the very beginning, the very first impeachment hearing. Yeah. Why did that happen? Because he was trying to fuck Ukraine over.
That's right.
Who did that to whose benefit?
Vladimir Putin. Daddy.
Those javelins. Those javelins that he was withholding. It's funny. As soon as Trump left, those became very important. It's almost like there was, they were waiting on something to happen, and there was some reason for Trump to not give those javelins to him. And then whenever you find out, you tie all this together, Trump leaves office with all these national defense documents. Who does he have information on? Iran, China, and Russia. Wonder why those places, and North Korea, of course. And then we find out Trump's violating the Logan Act, talking to Vladimir Putin on the phone all the time. They're best buds on the phone, apparently.
Before we get too far away in the timeline, don't forget that in 2015, Russia gave like $30 million to the NRA to distribute to conservative politicians. Yeah. Don't forget that. We got to remember that one too.
And we watch our House of Representatives committee hearings and things, and what do you see? That they go on there and literally just pull up Russian talking points and on billboards and shit and push them all day long.
Have you ever had them come into your channel and accuse you of taking the Soros dollars, the liberal dollars, and all that? And I'm like, we're sitting over here eating beans and crackers. I'm looking at that dog going, that dog's got a lot of meat on his bones. I might have to. You're looking tasty. We ain't getting no Soros dollars. But yet, on the other side, they were getting like this Pragmatic Crystal, $400,000 a month for 4 videos. That's $100,000 per video that these people were getting paid to shill right-wing talking points. Where's my freaking Soros dollars? Where's my demon dollars? Where's my liberal lira? My progressive pesos? I need my money. I want my money.
You're gonna have to start paying me to shit talk all the fascism, Soros.
Yeah, yeah. Normally I do this all fascist, anti-fascist shit for free, but no
There's the
more.
problem, right?
No. And one of the things, I've got another. If you don't mind, would you mind if I played another commercial
No,
on your
go
show?
for it. Go
Do you
for
mind?
it.
All right, let
Yeah.
me pull one up. Normally I have them in a place. Let me see if I can find it. I got to find.
I didn't
oh, hey,
see you
there's
there,
some.
Robin.
It's all
You haven't
right.
been there forever, have you?
No, I just got
Okay.
there. I just now sending you a message.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try to do this. Come on, Chris.
I'm
Videos.
sorry, but I want this to be over so bad.
Well, hello there. My name is Chris. Nice to meet you. Let me just get back on point. My name is Chris. You are Robin Webster.
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Nice to
And
meet
I usually look maybe a little bit better than this, and I usually don't have like 4 pair of glasses on my head, but
you. Me too.
yeah, I've got some on and some on my head. And some,
There you go.
but yeah, I'm in the process of moving, and like I had to get so much done before it gets dark. I hate this getting dark early. That's bad.
It does get on you, doesn't it? I'm trying to find this little commercial here. I'm a little lost. Let me see if I can find my stuff. YouTube, vids.
I didn't know if y'all watched and seen that there's another caravan headed our way.
Oh,
is there
Yeah,
caravan?
I was over there eating dinner where I go with mom and dad's, and a caravan is headed our way. A caravan.
They don't. Have you noticed they haven't worried about caravans in a couple of years? Hadn't heard nothing about it, but we're getting near the election, and all of a sudden the caravans
have fired back up again.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna play. If you don't mind, I'm gonna play a commercial here.
Yeah.
Another one for you, and I'm gonna just step off for just a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on, let me do this because I like to entertain my folks when I leave. So I'm gonna share my screen.
Oh, Ember coming in with a liberal shield check. Thank you, Ember.
Thank you, Ember. There's some Soros dollars.
Yeah, big atheism, hard at work.
All right, I'm gonna, if you don't mind, if you'll pop that up, I'm just gonna play this.
Atheist agenda.
The atheist agenda. Here's our commercial. This is for all of you. This is you'll know. You'll get.
Are you feeling the world is leaving you behind? Do you look at all the pseudoscience, rumors, and wild speculation on the internet and wonder, why can't I do that? Well, friend, you can. We can help you. We are ConspiraWin. ConspiraWin has a long history of helping anyone with a hidden truth. We will get your message out. The conspiracy theories you see today all started out with one person's vision. The moon landing hoax was launched by a NASA engineer whose manager didn't okay his vacation request. ConspiraWin was there to help out. Christianity started out because one little girl named Mary got pregnant out of wedlock, and ConspiraWin saved the day. Now, virgin birth is accepted Catholic doctrine. You may be thinking, but my idea of the center of the earth being made of ice is far-fetched. No one's going to believe that. In a world where people believe windmills cause cancer, we say no dream is too big. ConspiraWin will take your fledgling idea and feed it to our YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok operatives. And these savvy social media professionals will raise doubts with the prevailing scientific consensus. They will say, no one has ever seen the planet's core except Jesus. And science is wrong all the time. That's why science has theories.
And not Jesus.
Within 30 days, we guarantee you CNN will run a story on how your conspiracy theory isn't true. We will also give you 100% assurance Fox News will say your crazy idea about the Earth's core being an icy ball is true. Follow your heart. Listen to the voices no one else can hear. Team up with ConspiraWin.
So thank you for that. Thank you for letting me play that for you. I appreciate that.
No, I love it.
And before we're done, I'll unshare. I got one more that I will share with you guys before we go. How long do you guys normally run?
We stop. We got 30 minutes left. We stop at 8:00 and send everybody over to the transpositions.
Awesome sauce. Oh, so the transposition starts at 8:00? How often does that go every day or
every Thursday? They have transposition weekly at 8:00, but they have other shows that come on during the week too.
That's cool because we're talking about doing a new show, The Damned Show, which is going to be live streamed in the evening at 7:00 Eastern. I don't know, 7:00 Eastern, or you're talking 8:00 Eastern?
8:00 Eastern, yeah.
Oh, well, that'd be good. So that way, if we finish our show after an hour, then we could pipe them over to her show. too, or the
Yeah.
transposition show too. That's cool. That's cool. I was worried about stepping on people's
Yeah,
toes.
you'd only be stepping on my show at that point.
Yeah.
But only once a week. Ain't
I'm
nobody
just
watching anyway. No.
I want to
real
tell
quick.
yes, those kittens were real. Yes, I posted a picture on my community page of those little ball of kittens that were in that box.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you see it, Joe?
No, I
went
did
up-
not.
I went out there to get sample bottles to put my milk samples in, and I've got like out behind the barn. I've got like 3 boxes sitting back there, bottles, and I opened one of them and it was full of kittens.
really?
That's awful.
Well, no, the mama was right there too, but she started
Oh, okay.
moving on
Okay.
after I got. But I mean, that's a good place for them actually.
So,
I'm just catching up real quick on this thing. over
where
here.
to go next? Let's do this one.
Okay.
So we didn't talk about. I guess Trump. You didn't talk about Trump and Hitler did some good things yet. Have you done that?
Oh,
yeah, we started with that one.
That was the meaty stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't. I wanted to bring that up with my parents so bad tonight, and I just thought I'm just gonna let me get moved. You know what I mean? Because right now they're helping, and I may piss them off really bad when I go into this. So I'm just gonna let get done with this moving shit first, and then
I feel for you, Robin. I don't know. I don't know how I would handle having my parents being Trump supporters and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is they got a Trump sign out in the yard. Okay, and they like keep moving it around. I guess because I've never said nothing about it, and so they keep like turning it towards my house more and trying to fidget it around to where they think I'm going to see it. Like I haven't seen it already.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's funny because it's like, as an atheist who addresses apologists and things like that, like this. Whenever we started getting into this politics thing, I mean, there's a reason for it. It's because it is so. First of all, Christian nationalism plays a big part in this, but second, it has so many similarities. And in fact, Maya and I once had a show where we were talking about it, and I was like, I think that like the Christian nationalists are looking at this, and the politicians are borrowing this from religion, and Maya was like, yeah, maybe they're just both crazy, and I was like, yeah, maybe that's just how people with crazy ideologies function, and but you can't talk sense to any of them. It's
No.
You say something and they're just not checked in for the conversation, and it is.
And Kamala's a demon, or a devil or some kind of.
I've suspected that this whole time.
I mean, no, she's a human being. She's a woman, and she, and the thing about it is she don't even bring that up.
A woman.
Have you noticed that she has never brought that up?
She's awesome.
I mean,
Robin. Robin.
What?
Have you seen the hog on Arnold Palmer? That's
the important thing.
Here.
I think it's probably gone down since then. But I did see a meme. I did see a meme where like he's got something in his in the front of his pants, and Trump is like over with his head stuck down there, like eyeballing it real hard.
That's what we talked about. How happy Trump was talking about it.
Oh
He was
my God,
just
he's so jealous.
He was laughing and smiling. He doesn't do that. It's usually we're gonna get rid of the brown people.
I mean, all these people that my mom used to say, she tells me all the time that I have vulgar, I used to anyway, vulgar. Vulgar, and she acted like she hated vulgar, and now and he is everything that is vulgar. I mean, why in the world would you get on TV as a presidential candidate and talk about some golfer's dick? I don't understand it. I just do not understand it.
Right.
And it's so obvious that he's not well endowed. And that bothers him. It really, really bothers him. It makes him. You can tell Trump's his shortcomings and stuff. You can tell what they are because he gets focused on them. Like he has it's like I don't know, his psychology of himself is crazy.
Yes. I agree with that. let's
Whatever he's thinking about is what he says. That's all. That's
well,
it's straight from the
see some
brain.
of what he
and
has to say
mouth.
here. I've got some of it queued up here.
You know, the green new scam is terrible. You know whose idea that was, right? AOC, young girl, very nice person. She never even studied the environment in college. Average student at best.
Oh my God!
She's an average student. She walked in one day, she said, we're going to all be dead in 12 years because the oceans are rising. Well, it's been more than 12 years. What's going on? No, we have a much bigger threat. We have a threat called nuclear weapons and having stupid people running our country. And if you talk about global warming,
Is that
that's
not
the real
projection or what?
Yeah. The thought of him having a nuclear weapon scares the shit out of me. And I'm not brown. So he's not going to even aim it at me. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think we definitely need to if he gets elected, we need to put a child-proof something on it, lock on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or just give him a phony one. Give him a little red, bubbly looking one, like you used to push to play. What was that game?
Fisher Price
in it, and you would push it, and the dice would jump around in it.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? They gave him one of them.
Yeah,
he can push his little button all day long.
There you go.
But this week has been all projection from Trump. First, he goes on about Kamala's tired and sleepy, and Obama's tired and exhausted, and he's fallen asleep during events.
And she's lazy.
Yeah,
he said she's lazy
because he's exhausted. Yeah.
She's lazy. That's what he called her. Oh my God.
And did you not think it was funny that he did the McDonald's stunt? He wore no mask, no hairnet, no gloves, and the very next day McDonald's has to stop selling burgers because of look at you. The very next day, the listeria outbreak at McDonald's.
I thought it was E. coli.
E. coli. I'm sorry, E. coli. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
shit.
The very next day. Go ahead. That's great.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So what do we want to we'll watch the McDonald's thing because we already know what Trump's going to say. Brown people bad. Get them out of the country. Act of 1798. Yeah.
The Staples button. I remember the Staples button. Melanie in. I remember the Staples button. Was it the easy button?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's all.
Connected to nothing, or maybe to a little shocker, that shocks him every time.
So I'm gonna skip around this thing a little bit.
Never touches the human hand.
Very good.
Nice and full.
Never touches the human hand.
Do another one. Yeah. I'll grab it.
And my understanding is the store's closed at this time. They're not actually open. The people going through the drive-through are actors, or they're not real people. They're actually like hosts or people through Fox who've set all this up. Sorry if I'm talking over your show.
I thought they were real people, but they vetted them first.
Oh, they're real people.
They're MAGA supporters that were there for the.
They're like just regular voters, but they had to be checked through security, through the Secret Service.
The point was that they're not just random people going through the Walmart through the McDonald's drive-through. These are people that they've vetted first.
Yeah, and they did a practice run actually before they did the video.
So why that matters, because so what, political stunt, whatever, but the thing is Kamala Harris talked about she worked doing French fries at McDonald's at
That's
one
why
point.
he had to do this.
It was a hot job and all this, and since then, go ahead.
No, you joke. Go ahead.
Ever since then, he's been obsessed with it and has went, I'm going to go to McDonald's and I'm going to do the fries, and you're going to see I'm going to work at McDonald's and do the actual fries for 30 minutes and show you that I can do it. And so what do? They close down a McDonald's and fill it with photographers to take pictures of him doing that in a real, I worked at McDonald's. I was a manager there for a long time.
If only we could convince him that she was a skydiver too.
Oh
yeah.
But that's a job. That working at McDonald's is a freaking job. I worked at a Wendy's. My very first real job was at a Wendy's, and that was I respect those people. It is a freaking nightmare. Those jobs are horrific.
Yeah.
Horrific.
Yeah,
it's so hot, sweaty, thankless, yucky, fast-paced, cheap, no money in it. You know, it's just, and one of the things my understanding is he has accused her of just not really worked at McDonald's or just using it as like a lie. She didn't do it. It's just a prop, a tool.
And why would you brag about working at McDonald's?
And then, well, to pretend that she's a working person, she come up from the working people, right? So he accused her of lying about doing that, and then he goes out and pretends to do that. He says she was a pretender, and then classic projection.
It's just like you can't make him up. You could never write a character that was any more just comical than he is. I mean, just.
So I want you to watch his interaction with this girl, because I think this is kind of gross, actually, what he does here. Like, just the way he treats her.
I love salt. Wait a minute, I spilled some. I'm very superstitious. Now it's over the left shoulder now. Okay, let's go. Yeah, fine. Okay, put him in standing up, right?
No gloves again, right?
Expert at this,
Yeah.
huh? How long have
No
you been?
hairnet, no
How long
mask.
have you been?
I've been working McDonald's 10 plus.
10 plus, yeah. All different jobs. She doing a good job?
Does an excellent job.
She better, right?
Does an excellent job.
She's beautiful. Let's go.
I think he's trying, you know, for who he is. He's doing better than he did at the black journalist.
How many-
The black journalist thing.
Well, yeah, I'll give him that.
It almost seems like he's trying.
I think it's funny. I mean, I think it's funny how he. I mean, it's just like just the fact that she worked there has drove him crazy enough to do this.
Yeah.
It's
I'm on
so
her,
cute.
yes.
Well,
And-
she got a lot of attention for it, is what happened. When
Yeah.
she said that was whenever her rallies started getting bigger. So he thought, hey, because she said she worked at McDonald's, they related to that. So I'm going to go work at McDonald's.
And he loves McDonald's.
His mind is that of a child. And also, let me point out a bit of irony here.
Donald McDonald.
Yeah.
That's nice. Well, actually, McDonald's already has one clown.
Yes.
Now they have
That's
two.
Ronald. Ronald is Ronald's
Yes.
evil twin.
But, you know, they
Yeah.
used to have the Hamburglar, so they decided to switch out the Hamburglar for a different kind of felon.
They wear the same amount of makeup.
Kind of do,
Yeah.
It's actually the new McDonald's work release program for felons.
Yeah. I got that one too, and even my Trump fans like that one. Actually, even my Trump fans, they said this is funny, Robin.
Well, probably nobody's watching over on X. They hate me over there because I give all the Trump supporters hell over there, and that's why I made sure that we
Why do
streamed
you
this.
call
over
it
there.
X?
Hi.
I do not. I did name that place every time.
Nice to see you, Randy.
Twitter, when Elon Musk decides to start calling his daughter by her correct name, then I will refer to his media.
Well,
I shut all my Twitter X stuff down. I don't support Elon Musk at all. I bought 2 Teslas
I don't actually either.
before I realized what a douchebag he was, because I love
And it don't matter what I call it. He don't care. But I call it Twitter because he's a twit.
I use Twitter to try and get people to engage in conversation.
There you go. Hey, more power to people.
I'm not like over there hanging out. Yeah.
Just go to.
I use it as a tool to drive those people here.
I have a channel called Mighty Truckers that I do that on Facebook. Mighty Truckers.
Yeah.
I think the guys that I get into it with every day that are the truck fans, I don't even think they're truck drivers. They're on a trucking channel, like a trucking page, and I think I'm the only one that actually drives a truck out of the bunch. And every now and then they'll say like, "You bet you're not even a truck driver," and I'm like, "Yeah." Are you? No, I used to be. Always something like that, you know what I mean? And they're always telling me, that's what they are.
Why does God hate trailer trash? That's a great question, John. I don't know. I don't know.
God hates everybody.
That's my position, really. If you watch my videos,
God's not prejudiced. He hates all
he
humans.
hates them all. I've really come up with this thing. You know, I'm not going to go into it about God's an evil monster and he actually enjoys the smell of burning fire, and that humans are nothing but flesh-scented candles for him.
Place in the candles.
And there's no, all Christianity, they all say if you're not doing our way, you're going to hell, right? So that's the magic. None of them are doing the right way. It's all the wrong way. They're all going to hell, and God is God. The Balrog God is just going to sit there above the pits of hell going.
I think I'll bring all the atheists up here. Fuck all them dumb faces. Yeah, that's probably it.
That that tracks. I mean,
it wouldn't be too bad.
It's as good as any other position.
Yeah. So if you read it that way, like that's how the book was written by an evil god monster, it really kind of makes sense. It's certainly not some loving, kind, gentle, gray-haired old man in the sky who loves us all, but is sad that we have to go to the pits of hell for not believing in him. No, it's more like a evil monster creature.
What is it? The Gnostics call it demerge.
I don't know.
They call anyway. They believe Jesus came to tell the truth stuff. But the earth was created by we were put here by an evil demon. I can't remember how they pronounce it. But anyway, and Jesus came to tell us the real information. You get free or whatever is what they think.
Interesting.
Always. Just like Trump. Trump came to save America. He's
Yeah.
Like they're great. What's he got a pink little bib thing?
That's a McDonald's bib. Yeah, he's dressed up like a McDonald's clown. I mean, look at his tie, the McDonald's colors, his orange, it works. Thank you.
That's such a punchable face.
Me and John, let me pick up John's last name here. Me and John Lovell, we kind of don't tend to agree on a lot, but we've agreed this clowns are scary.
Not that one.
Knuckle bump on the clown scary thing. Guys, it's getting close to the time. Would you mind if I play you something for one last thing?
Here. Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to pop up something on the screen. For those of you who don't know me, I want to, because somebody requested it earlier. I think it was you. Let's see here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go here, and then share. And then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to find this one right here.
Hello, and welcome to Shakespeare with a Redneck. I am Wild Bill Wigglestick, and I'll be your handsome host.
Wigglestick.
Your cowboy concierge.
So yes, this is Wild Bill Wigglestick. So let's talk. I actually do Shakespeare, right? William Shakespeare, Bill Wigglestick, Shakespeare. See, who's the Wile E. Coyote right there? So I love myself too much. I'm not a narcissist at all, though.
Dude, really? Today on Shakespeare with a Redneck, I'm going to perform the prologue from Romeo and Juliet. Damn it, Bill. Two households, both alike
This
in
is
dignity
brief.
in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death
I'm going to skip it.
their parents' strife.
No, I can't skip it.
The
Damn
fearful passage of their death mark love and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end not could remove, is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage. The which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Do y'all like boobies? I like boobies.
I like mine.
I'm a fan of boobies.
I
Hey,
don't discriminate.
Wasn't half bad. I'm not as dumb as I look. Of course not. You'd be in a coma. Okay, so here's a quick rundown of the situation. Bill, two snot-nosed brats ignore the warnings of their learned parents and end up getting 4 people killed. Bill, come on, man. You're always blah, blah, atheist stuff, blah, blah, boring. Say something fun, for goodness sake. What? Particle is a fun word. Bill, particle. Bill, or talk about horses and dogs. People love horses and dogs. Or boobies. Everybody loves boobies. Bill, oh, can I say boobies on YouTube? If you close your eyes, it doesn't count. Talk about boobies then. Okay, everybody loves those cute little blue-footed bastards. It hurts right here. Culture, baby, coming at you. Avoid bringing a plague on both your houses. A plague on both your houses! By hitting that subscribe button, then that little notification. And bang that thumbs up button like frisky cousins at a family reunion.
Have you got a little ribbon tied? No, you need a little ribbon like tied around your neck right there.
Oh yeah, I don't in that one because these are actually this where he says peace. That's a completely. I was doing an audition. You notice there's a little sheriff's badge, but during most of it, yeah, I have it
right there. Yeah,
you just can't see it. I have it on there. A bolo tie. Yeah, there's a bolo tie right there.
Yeah,
you just can't see it because of my microphone. But yes, or Bill's microphone. Yeah, so I do Shakespeare. If you watch the show every now and then, I'll actually break out some Shakespeare. You know, here under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man. So I do that on the show. I'm all kinds of crazy. So if you guys aren't subscribed, pop over and subscribe to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Go do the thing at the place for the guy. Of course, I'm the guy. That's all I need to share there. Thank you, Joe, for letting me share.
There's no place on here where you can't go and find a link to Chris's channel right now. I just posted it in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. It's in the description. It's even in the title of the video. So there's no reason that everybody shouldn't be going over there and subscribing and checking out the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I hang out over there a lot. And Chris and I have a lot of fun. I try to mess with his chat bot one day and
yeah. That's kind of how we got to, because he seemed like a pretty cool guy. I didn't really know him. And he started talking to my chat bot. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, dude, keep your hands to yourself, you know? And then my chat bot's like, I've been violated. So yeah, this is the kind of craziness you get. And John, I don't remember specifically blocking John, but I will go look and see if John is in my blocked area. And if he is, I will unblock John Lovell.
Yeah.
And I'll leave him unblocked as long as my moderators don't block him again for being unruly. Okay, John? Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Well, did you tell him on election night I'm going to be here doing a stream till I get tired and wore out?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Probably I can imagine there'll be a lot of streams going. Me and Andy Hall, we streamed on January 6th, part of it. So I may see if Andy Hall if I can get some kind of stream together too. Who knows? We might all uni-stream. You know, you can do that. Link streams together.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I was going to say. We can all get together and stream it everywhere.
Are we going to do it on your channel though? I mean, was we going to do it? I was going to do it on yours.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We could stream it everywhere.
Joe said he might not stay up, very late. So that's why I told him.
But yeah, no, you can keep going.
You got more viewers. That's why I figured there'll be more people watching.
I'll leave it up going live whenever I have to drop off. And after my kid goes to bed and stuff, I'll probably jump back in.
You'll be back in now. Yeah.
It's on a Tuesday night, and I have to put little guy to bed early, and he's never went to bed without his dad with him. So
I understand.
That has to happen.
They probably will call it while you're doing that anyway.
No. I seriously doubt they'll come to any final conclusions. That not at all, but still be worth keeping up with. I think there's going to be some surprises.
Any creators want to jump on and maybe fill in, like, hey, what's your state?
I'll get some people to stop by, Robin.
Yeah,
I'll see what Aaron's up to and see if he wants to stop by. I'm sure he'll be covering it.
That'd be great, Aaron. Yeah.
This Sunday I got Jay Bundy will be on.
Jay's my buddy.
Yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit evolution and a little bit about what Jay does, his various causes and things that he supports, and get to know Jay a little bit personally and talk about some of the crazy things creationists say, of course, because what would it be without that?
Jay's a great guy. He is a great friend.
No, Jay is he's a very genuine, nice guy, and he cares about a lot of different causes and does a lot of work to support the Black non-believers, people,
Skeptic Haven. He does a show on Skeptic Haven.
Yeah, he does stuff over on Skeptic Haven too. He's
Gather. He's our like.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, he runs the Gather room we all hang out in. If you're not over on Gather, you should be over there, Chris. A bunch of us hang out there.
No, I got too much. I'm overloaded now. I can't even get into my Discord. You know.
Yeah.
Let me catch up to one thing at a time. Discord. I mean, We're partnering up with Scotty. We're starting up a new show. I'm firing up Discord. We're developing Discord. We're going to develop the dang show or the damned show at night. I don't have enough time for another platform.
I understand.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Gather is what it's not. It just some of us go hang out in there and talk without it being like, it's not necessarily public. We're in a group. We know everybody that's there and have conversations about the goings on and stuff. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, PC's always there.
Yes, me and PC and Steph.
Yeah.
See, I've missed them all week though, because I've been on all this stuff here, and I mean, I feel like last night I got on there for just like a little while. Me and Stephanie what went into how Technicolor was created, and yeah, it's just like we got off on a rabbit hole on Technicolor because of Wizard of Oz. So yeah, I was in there a couple days ago talking to Sumami we talked for 45 minutes. Yeah. Tsunami is so smart. She knows so much.
Yeah, it wasn't an intellectual conversation. I won't go into the details, but
but she knows. I mean, she knows a lot of stuff that that people overlook. They assume that she doesn't know when she does.
Does that mean he's it now, John, and has to find you?
Yeah.
I found Jesus. Where was he?
Jail or hospital? Yeah. Yeah. Somebody put in my comments the other day on one of my Trump things. Are you going to vote for Trump? And I said, yeah, for prison.
I don't think we get to vote unless we get I don't think I'll be on the jury. I'm pretty well satisfied that they would say, do you think it'd be fair? Yeah, I can be fair.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's not that you're not being fair. I think I've got a perfectly fair answer for it. Because even though he's went to court over some stuff and things, the courts haven't treated him like everyone else either. So, this whole thing about nobody's above the law seems to kind of just be something people say.
Well, I mean, he was a president, and he's not much of one. But
he's not now.
I know, but there's something. I'm just talking about though. There is something to the fact that this man at one time represented the United States, and so there's a certain the
foundation of our judicial system is that no man is above the law. That is the key to the whole thing. If our presidents are above the law, then we don't have presidents, we have kings.
I think, but I don't want to put him in prison. I just want to put him out in the little rubber dinghy and set him afloat.
There have been those people out there who say that they hope he just keels over some business like that, and Donald Trump. I mean, I personally hope that he lives a long life.
He's got a family. I don't wish that.
Yeah, no, that's not why. I'm not that generous. I'm not that good a person. I want him to go to prison now and live his life out for the next 10 years in prison. I want people to see him without his makeup.
I don't want to pay to keep him in jail.
I don't.
No, it's worth it to keep him in jail. Absolutely worth it.
I don't want to pay to keep.
I don't want him to go to prison.
The harm he has done, I would pay that.
He deserves to go to prison.
Yeah, he deserves it. And he comes out and he talks about everybody. This person doesn't believe in me, or they doubted my presidency or whatever. They need to be investigated and put into jail. He's always talking about throwing everybody in prison for just denying things or investigating him or anything. This man deserves zero mercy. How much mercy?
I'm not giving him mercy. I'm just going to put him in a rubber dinghy and two food and water, a burner phone with Putin's phone number, and one paddle.
There you go.
And set him afloat in the Atlantic Ocean. That's not mercy.
Oh boy.
That's just, we have different ideas of mercy.
Say, roll, Pocahontas, roll.
Well, because like 3 weeks later, it'd all be over with. No matter how horrific it was, it'd be all over with. I want him to enjoy years of repercussions of his actions. Years of it. And then put him on a dinghy. There you go. I'm down for that.
I mean, I know that you don't know this about me, Chris, but I've been to prison. I know that like they wouldn't let you, like in prison, like if you tried to harm yourself or something,
Mhm.
like they would charge you for that because they're getting their time out of you. Like you're not cheating them out of time. There's only two ways out. And yeah, so
And Jerry said, I just like saying rubber dinghy.
I think so too. I was gonna bring that up. I think you just I think we got to talking about the big old hog on Arnold Palmer, and now you got dinghies.
Got her carried away. Hi, Big Mama, Big Bad Mama. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, BBM.
Big Bad Mama's a good friend of the.
Hi there. I'm so used to calling out people as they pop on this show. I'm not running this show. I'm just.
Big Bad Mama in weeks.
Hey, you're welcome to come do all these with us, Chris, if you want. I mean, it's a politics show. You talk politics all the time. I know you've got something coming up in the evenings and stuff, and maybe we could get together on some of that sometime. And
we might have to talk about some of that. Yeah.
Election night, BBM. I'm gonna be streaming here election night. Are we supposed to go to transpositions?
Yep, I gotta go. I gotta go do that voodoo that I do so well. Listen, guys, I very much appreciate you. John Lovell, you are no longer blocked on my channel, so come hang out and let's see how things go. Everybody else, I always have to say this. Pardon me, Pragmatic Crystal, thank you for everything. She's always there. She's always wonderful.
Awesome.
So thank Pragmatic. All you wonderful people, look at the trees. Spooky bed hair, where you been in the morning, man? You been sleeping through my show. I'm doing 3 hours, man. 3 hours.
Working on that bed hair.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So if you're not subscribed to the Amazing Super Chris, that's me. I am the only one that calls me that. Go subscribe to the damn show. Join us in the morning, and we're going to go sin together. I've got 2,056 members of the damn nation now, so we're really growing fast.
For sure. Cool. Well, thanks for coming on, Chris, and joining us. And thanks to everybody who came and watched tonight. I hope you had fun. I hope you went and subscribed to Chris's channel. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you to my channel members and Patreon supporters. You guys are great. And I will see everybody. I'll see members probably tomorrow in a members only stream, but I'll see everybody else Sunday with Jay Bundy. Have a great night, guys, and enjoy the transpositions. Tell them that I sent you.
Sorry, I was late.